penalty.
Come on, set!
Play action now with Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the gun is Purdy. And he'll push this upfield and earn that reset down.
I'm sure coach or play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
McCaffrey gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now the 49ers will line up for a two-point conversion.
Ready?
He's throwing for it. And that's brought in for two, Brock. That's going to put him up 8-0.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
To kick it away. Here's Moody. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now get this drive started. First and 10.
Good.
The play fake now hurts the throw. Look out. As the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Round up, Jerry. Don't touch it.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. One of the left centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it. This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll get this one around. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth and 3,
Still,
right on the line. Slot man in motion right. Hurts throwing again. He's got to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. How about 19 yards on fourth down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
Great, set. Delta.
First down throwing for Hurts. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
A new set of downs
63,
awaits him.
63.
Here's first and 10.
Set.
Campbell going to motion over right.
Delta.
On first down, Hurts. Played it over the middle. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number one. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Still sticking with the passing game. That pass complete to Goddard. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Third and just 2 to go.
Great, set. Delta.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he has it down at the 8-yard line of the play. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for first and goal.
Delta, set. Get. Delta.
And along with Barkley. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything we watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down, more to come. Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So now here's third and goal.
Great, set. Delta.
Hurts looking to throw. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's brought down at the line.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on third down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Three plays haven't got it done. Now a fourth to try to reach that end zone.
Kyle left Yeti.
Man in motion headed right.
Delta.
On fourth down, Hurts. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2.
Set. Delta.
They give it to the back of his own lead. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, I suppose as an order for bringing him down almost immediately and preventing a return. Definitely minimized the damage the best they could, but it is still a demoralizing outcome for this offense to give the ball away.
Motioning him from the slot right. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And now they have a first and goal.
Hey, 73, 73. No touch.
On the handoff, it's Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on first and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's
King,
second and
Bill
goal.
King, Bill King.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's second and goal.
Great, set. Hey, Silver. Alpha. No touch.
From the pistol, Hurts. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal.
No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. And the defender comes away with it. Taylor Brown has it. And the 49ers are stopped just outside of their own end zone after the interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
George Kittle, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Here we go, shot.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 6-yard gain. They're going to have 4th and 4. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. It's a punt coming from the Niners on 4th down, and Mitch Wisnowski out to boot it away. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. And I don't blame anyone for letting that go, but what a wild bounce. It reaches the end zone for a touchback. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready!
Samuel comes in motion left.
Hut, hut.
Purdy on first down. Cut by Jennings. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Go!
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Cut by Deebo Samuel. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Set!
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Hut!
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just
They said they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Let's go!
Play action now with Purdy. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. That is Lewis Seen. And the Eagles will take over along the midfield strike back to the interception and return. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now they send their back in motion right. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's on the move. On the move, looking deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10.
Hey, let's go.
And he drives this forward to the 6.
Kyle Leviani. Kyle Leviani. Don't touch him.
First down from the red zone. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Kyle Leviani.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Barkley will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line
Let's go.
either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Buckle up. It's third and goal.
Tiger Hornet. Don't touch him.
Making a throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up. Of course, he's incomplete.
start.
You get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10.
Come on, set.
Purdy setting up that play action. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Ready?
Second and 1. Into the hands of Kittle. He's going to go down right along midfield strike. Offense in a hurry up here. First down throw by Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Purdy now on second and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, running back in the flat.
And the Birds put their dime package out there. Third down coming up. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Goes to the hurry-up offense here. To throw again, it's Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And they take him down right along the 30. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers down by only one.
Go!
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flat. Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Ready?
Offense to the line for second down.
Set, go!
Here he is to throw. Makes the one bounds offside. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. No run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Set! Ready?
Setting up to pass. And he will score. Get the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big they cashed in when it really mattered.
So
Okay,
now,
ready?
massive moment coming up for the 49ers as they go for two.
Shut up.
He'll look to throw it. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Go, set. Carla Jenny. Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Offense to the line for first down. Conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining.
Carla Jenny. Carla Jenny. Delta.
Hurts now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Throwing deep for the end zone. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You know, that's a tough one right there. Actually, when you're outside the pocket, because your body is going and moving laterally, it often takes the ball out of bounds just like that. That's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
Hey, 73. Delta.
Hurts trying again on second down. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The extra point is up and good. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two on that field goal lead, Brock. So now the advantage is two here late. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fields the hard squib kick. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
One final shot here. It's intercepted. That will do it. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off. And the Eagles make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away